Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 10 metaverse coins by market cap. We're going to start with Internet Computer at number 1, followed by Render, Sandbox, Axie Infinity, Decentraland, Illuvium, Engine Coin, Floki, Mericircle, and then we'll end it with Magic at number 10. Let's get straight into it. ICP against BTC. Yes, sir. We're on our way towards the final target over here at 1,000. We're at 1,084. So I think a little bit more towards the downside. We'll probably hit ICP, and after that, yeah, I'm expecting a reversal. Hopefully. For ICP. But anyway, we can't say for sure how much lower it's going to go because we could still form consolidation and continue lower. You see this? Lower. We could still, even after hitting targets, form consolidation and continue the downtrend. As long as Bitcoin doesn't collapse, ICP has a chance of reversing, but we don't see it yet. So we're not going to be rushing into anything for ICP, BTC. ICP against USD. Here we are for ICP, USD. 290. Yes, we've hit both of these targets. Again, if ICP BTC is falling lower, very likely ICP is going to fall lower as well. We're already sub $3, so if we were to fall any lower, we're probably heading towards $2. But I could see a potential reversal coming on. I can't say for sure, but this looks like a double. Okay, it's not. It's not yet. Okay, so we might get a double bullish divergence here, but we don't see it yet. So yeah, ICP is not looking good. Not towards the upside yet. Eventually, maybe, but not at the moment. Render against BTC. Here we are for Render. I still expect Render to drop lower. Look at this. The moment when I see things like this, right, I would expect a wave C to come on. Right? A, B, C. I would expect this downwards wave to eventually come, right? Probably stopping at around this noisy area over here. Somewhere sub 300, right? We're at 657, so I'm still expecting more downside for Render. No guarantees, right? I mean, of course, we could consolidate and break higher for sure. But at this point, I just don't see it yet. So, yeah, there's nothing much for Render. Against USD, yeah, we have two targets. $1, 70 cents. Still, much more downside is to be expected for Render. Again, just like Render BTC, I think Render USD could also do something like this. And after that, eventually we'll break higher, right? Don't see falling down as a bad thing. This is actually a very gigantic potential accumulation which would set up Render for the long term, right? This would be a very nice foundation for the rocket ship. A platform for the rocket ship to blast off from as it head towards the moon, right? But for now, Render, yeah, there's just nothing much. So be patient. Boys and girls, be patient. Sandbox against BTC. Here we are for Sandbox. Oh boy, so you see this, what I mean by if the trend is bearish, right, you remain with a bearish bias. We are under the skinny pink line and Sandbox has been down, 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 down. Could we still continue lower? Of course. How much lower are we gonna go? I'm not too sure. We are not too sure. We're at 1,000 right now. We're probably gonna breach 1,000. I would suspect us to drop to around, I don't know, 900 maybe. Again, I can't say for sure, but we're at a noisy area over here. Right, there's some noise over here. So, yeah, you will know when it's time to start switching bullish. You will see big buying pressure, right? If you look at the past, you know, as the trend is still bearish, you remain with your bearish bias until you see big buying pressure. Okay, I think it's time to switch bullish. Then only do you switch bullish. Not at this point of time when things are falling lower. You just don't know how much lower things are going to go, right? It's just down, 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 down. Again, could we take out the lows over here? Sure, of course. This will bring us to, yeah, 10 cents. From 28 to 10 cents, that's brutal. That's, I think, 64%. Yeah. 63, 64%. More than 60%. So you gotta be careful, man. If Bitcoin drops significantly, it's gonna pull everyone down together with it. So you gotta be very, very careful about rushing into a trade too soon for Sandbox. Axie Infinity against BTC. Here we are for Axie Infinity BTC. Again, we're at a noisy area, so I will expect some sort of a resistance support around this area, and maybe a bounce, right? A rally. I don't know if this rally is going to be the bullish reversal for Axie Infinity, but yeah, it's just down. There's just nothing much for us to work with, right? So we have been oversold for a very long time. We were oversold ever since March, right? Over here, oversold again, oversold again, oversold, oversold. We're going to reversal again. Oh my god. No clear signs of a proper reversal yet. So we're going to be patient and we're going to be very careful preserve your capital. We still have a downside target for Axie Infinity, $3.65. We're at 418, so still a little bit more downside to go for Axie Infinity. I suspect we'll probably take out these lows. And this one as well. The final one over here. Sub $2 maybe. Again, I can't say for sure, but Axie Infinity doesn't look like it's reversing it. Yeah, it's just slowly collapsing towards the downside. Decentraland, Mana against BTC. Here we are for Mana. Yeah, we've taken out these lows. We're really suspicious that I think Mana could be taking out these lows, and so eventually we did take it out. After that, again, any more signs of a again, we have no clear targets for Mana BTC. It's just it's just out there. Mana USD, again, how much lower are we gonna go? We're not too sure. We are not too sure. Any clear signs of a proper tradable chart pattern? You can argue that this is a head and shoulders though. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Down, retrace towards resistance on the way down. But this fall down for Mana is quite controlled though. So I would expect eventually Mana to start a reversal of sorts. But again, we just don't see it yet. So yeah, we're going to be very, very patient with Mana. Illuvium, ILV, BTC. Here we are for Illuvium. Aha, so Illuvium has shown signs of bullishness. What I mean by that is, look at this, there's buying pressure. And you can see something like an A, B, C, right? D, this is like, hey boys, it's time to go for a D. Okay, so we could be reversing back up, right, for a proper D. Something like that. A, B, C, D, E. Boom! Illuvium could be blasting off, right? And this is against BTC. You want to see a coin start gaining ground against BTC. This will translate very well into the USD pair of Illuvium. If you look at Illuvium USD, yes, it's something like a double bullish divergence, something like that. Not exactly, but something like that. It's a, what do you call it, a marginally lower low, slightly lower low, and this is good. This means that more likely than not, a reversal could be in the cards for Illuvium against USD, as it is against BTC as well. We have not taken out the very, very lows over here of a, this is A, right, of the wave A, right? We could just as well zip up, pew, get a D, E, sayonara, right? Something like this could happen for Illuvium. But we need to see this first. There's some signs of bullishness, you know. Over here, you can argue that, hey, we're rising, yeah, but we drop even lower, right? So, hey, yeah, again, we have to be patient. We have to wait and see how things go for Illuvium. We're aware of the potential, though, but we have to take things one step at a time, right? Engine against BTC. Here we are for Engine. Yeah, we continue dropping lower. Any clear signs of a reversal? No, I think we're taking out these lows. I think so. Yeah, maybe after we take out these lows, there could be some support over here, right at around, what's this, 700? Yeah, around 700. So right now we're at 799. We might just breach 700 a little bit, and after that maybe a reversal for Engine BTC. Engine against USD. Here we are for Engine USD. Again, noisy area over here. So we're already entering the territory of the noisy area. So at around sub 20 cents, I would assume that there should be some sort of a rally. But again, how much lower? We're not too sure. I would assume it's sub 20 cents. So yeah, again, we'll prefer to wait for a bullish move first, right? We want to see flying candles, right? Flying towards the moon, right? We want to see something like that, but we still don't see it yet. So yeah, again, we'll have to take things one step at a time, right? Floki! Okay, one thing about Floki is, let me go to Floki. If you look at Floki against BTC, right? Okay, there's this long straight week. Floki against BTC is forming a very nice potential ABCDE. And this is against BTC. You see that? Do you see this? ABCDE. There could be a super duper blast off coming on for Floki. Do you see that, boys and girls? Yeah. Potentially though, but even if it does complete the ABCD, I suspect this could be like mid 2024, right? Or maybe somewhere after, you know, the second half of 2024. Yeah, again, we're under the skinny pink line, so the trend is still bearish for Floki. And usually when a bearish trend ends, we'll go sideways for a while before blasting off, right? And this is a very nice squeeze that came in, Right, if I could just zoom in, you could just see it. Look at this. It's an A, B, C, D, E. Do you see this? A, B, C, D, E. Boom! Blast off. Right. And yeah, we could get something like this as well. Hey, yo, bro. Yeah, we could get something like this as well. So, yeah, again, we still have to wait for a proper chart pattern to appear first for Floki, especially against Bitcoin. Let's go to USD for Floki. Okay, we don't have it here. Floki, USD, look at it on Gate. Right, so Floki, or Gate is, oh, we've touched targets. Ta-da! We have a target over here since July the 27th. Right, let's click here. Hey, look at this. We got this target on July 27th. And so, we've already hit targets. Ta-da! And we just pull this across. All right. We've hit targets. That's amazing. Anyway, we're already under the skinny pink line. So this means that potentially, we could still resume the downtrend. Sure, there could be rallies and all. But I suspect even if we were to get rallies, it could be like a bearish continuation chart pattern in the form of a rising channel, maybe a descending triangle. I would still expect more downside for Floki. So be very, very careful about rushing to a trade too soon, right? Floki USD, look at this. Nice squeeze that came in. Boom! Right. Something like an A, B, C, D, E. Blast off. How beautiful. Again, anything here? Nope. So be patient, boys and girls. Be patient. Mary Circle against BTC. Here we are for Mary Circle. Okay, it's not good. Why? It's a higher high. Right. And if you see it over here, it's a lower high on the MACD. Lower high on the RSI. Double bearish divergence, ladies and gentlemen. So this could be a bearish reversal down for Mary Circle against Bitcoin. We tried and attempted to break above the skinny pink line, but we failed. And now we are coming back down. So I think Mary Circle BTC would drop a little bit more. And if against BTC, if we drop, very likely we're going to drop against USD as well, right? There's a noisy area over here. So I'm anticipating us to drop towards 20 cents again. We're at 30 cents right now, so 30 to 20 is another 30%. Roughly another 30%. So be careful about rushing to trade too soon at this point of time. We're not really truly in a in a very nice bullish trend yet. We're still in accumulation, right? Again, when a bearish trend ends, we go sideways for a while before going back up. So I suspect we're going to do something like this. Right, so we are in the accumulation phase. We're kind of halfway there. There's still another half to go, so you have to give it time. Eventually, I'm expecting Mary Circle to do well, but not at this point of time. Magic against BTC. Here we are for Magic. Okay, Magic is what's happening, Magic? Nothing much. Magic against USD. Again, what's happening? Nothing much. Downwards trend. Continue with the bearish bias for Magic. Again, no clear signs of a proper reversal. I think we'll do another one. Hooked protocol. Hook BTC. Okay, this is for Hook BTC. Right, we're at 2007. And it feels to me like we are forming something like a rising channel. You see this? It's like a rising channel. So I think there's more downside, right? Head and shoulders. Broke down. Rising channel. We're breaking down as well. So if I had to guess, 2000. We're 2007 right now. So more downsides to be expected for Hooked protocol. Hook against USD. Excuse me. Any more downside? Yeah. How much lower? I'm guessing sub 50 cents. We're at 75 cents. So yeah, just a little bit more. 37%. More downside. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a okay, it's a variety of a mountain range that's really broken. I would assume that it's really out. You see this? Left shoulder, hit, right shoulder, mini one, down. Right now we're in a consolidation. I'm anticipating continuation towards the downside. It's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. Rising channel, breaks lower. Rising channel, breaks lower. Again, you see this? Mountains, down. Right. Oh, I can also consider this as something like a rising channel. Not exactly, but down. So it's not looking good. More downside to be expected for Hook. More downside. So yeah, there we go. Be very careful. There are very nice potentials But yeah, Illuvium is something that you want to take a look at to keep in your watch list, but you have to wait for the opportunity to present itself. I think it will play out over several months, I think, and once the opportunity appears, then yeah, you can consider, making some moves into Illuvium. But for now, yeah, I don't think so. I think it's wiser to wait. Alright, boys and girls, I guess that's it for today's Metaverse Coins by Market Cap. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Ta-da!